Hey, it's Bowser here. In this video I've got a mailbox opening of about 3.7 million. So let's get into it and unpack these mailboxes. So let's check our gold status, and so on my auction house account I've got 2.2. My black market auction house account I still have 1.7, and on my crafting account I have 1 million. Comes down to about 5 million gold, so let's start with the mailboxes. The first one is the latest transfer dude. I am preparing for 2 character transfers, one to this guy and one to Thunderhorn. So that's why I'm also a bit low on gold. I'm starting to invest in that, and what my experience is, I always do that for about 2 to 3 weeks, and after that I will make the transfer and I'll have a lot of gold on these 2 servers really soon. But let's check out what I've got in the mailbox this week. So that's about 700k on this guy. Got a few panthers, a whole bunch of glyphs, a vial of the sands with about 50k profit, a jeweled onyx panther, more panthers, and ATV. So I'm gonna send more ATVs over to both servers. I still have about 50, I think, but still I want more gold, more profit. So a whole bunch of trinkets with super much profit. So it costs about 4 to 5k to craft on this server, but yeah, so selling it for 12k still gets me 6k profit. A whole bunch of glyphs, more deep sea bags, and that is it basically. Nothing too special on this guy this week, so let's move on to the next. And over on Kazakh, just sold a jeweled onyx panther. It's not too much profit, like 4 to 5k, but still. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 panthers, 4 colored panthers with 3k there, 5k there, 3k there, so it's pretty good. A looterang, a bunch of looterangs actually, a bunch of miner scopes, and yeah, only engineering stuff and jewel crafting stuff, because that's the only things I can do here. I might need to expand that a bit to get more gold, but I've got a big red railgun right there. Really love that farm because it's so easy while I'm watching a movie, so it's pretty good. A really cheap Korean power course. It's probably about 700 gold profit on it for me, but yeah. And a wormhole right there. These toys just don't sell really fast, but when they sell, you can probably craft it for about 1k, so it's really easy gold. So let's add 230 to our total. Over on Thunderhorn, again, not too much. A bit surprised because this was a really good mailbox until a couple of weeks ago, until it started only generating 300k a week. So I might have to look into that. I did post enough this week, but yeah, just not enough sells, right? We've got a good trinket right there, and a sea breeze bumblebee. It was probably a level 25 one, but still 33k for a 7k buy-in is just insane. More trinkets and a couple of panthers. That was it really. There's a sprite darter hatchling right there. I mostly buy them from 20 to 30k because it's a pretty hard to get pet, and you can only do it once per character. And yeah, there's just a little bit of profit on it. They normally go for like 60k, but yeah. And a couple of more trinkets, yeah, and that's it for this mailbox. Really nothing special. Over on Defiance Brotherhood, I hit it pretty big. Let's see if this one mail has 40k, so I can write down 700k to the total, right? So let's see what this guy has, right? So this crazy carrot, I mostly buy for 2k, so it's good profit there. Nice scope of Doom, you can craft it for 500 gold. Another scope of Doom. A Murgle mostly buy for 2k. Sky Golem is about 8k buy-in and a month time. I will get into that in my engineering video. And some trinkets, really expensive trinkets, really expensive Corian Power Core, so it's pretty good. A couple of Panthers, really overpriced steel-bound harness. One Panther right there, and some True Gold, right? So you can craft this for about 1k each, and I got double back for it, so it's pretty good. Overpriced Vial of the Sands on Defiance Brotherhood, and this thing has actually got 13k profit, but that's just because the crazy cheap 7 gold Spirit of Harmony I got, like a complete guild bank tab full of Spirit of Harmony I got for 7 gold each. I don't know why it's not counting on my TSM accounting stuff though. It says 16 gold, but I'm sure I bought for 7 gold. Some trinkets. Boaxi. You can mostly buy this pet for 1.5k. Some Panthers. Another Sky Golem. And a couple of more pets. Dark Moon Eye. Mostly buy Dark Moon pets for under 5k. And Sundarter Hatchling for about 3k. So this mailbox is actually pretty crazy. Let's look at what the last item is. So the last item is Azurite Puddle. That's a pet. I mostly buy it for about 5k, so it's a bit of profit there also. So let's write down the profits and continue to the next. And the last crafting auction house on Draenor is pretty full as well. Good sale count, 110 sales this week, so it's pretty good. And a whole bunch of glyphs, right? So these glyphs just add up so much every week. You just gotta craft them. You can just craft them per 20 and keep them in your bag. They keep selling. This guy has about 10k, 10 to 12k profit, so it's pretty good. Swap Blaster, craft that completely free from your Draenor garrison. Minion of Grumpus, it was about 120k, and someone obviously undercutted it really fast. A Sapphire Panther. The Panther sales are actually, the prices are up a bit on Draenor, so it's pretty good. Some Trillium Bar right there. More Trillium Bar. Always good profit in it. At least on Draenor. There's always some gold profit in it. Cheap Vial of the Sands. Don't really like these, but they add up really good. The crafting cost is about 49k, so it's pretty good. More Trillium Bars. A whole bunch of Trillium Bars, really. X-ray scopes. Keep these. Keep these in stock always. I see I don't have X-ray scopes anymore. I only have scopes of Doom left, so I need to craft some. More Trillium Bars. Another Jeweled Onyx and more Vial of the Sands. There's no really special flips this week, as I can see. Maybe in the last 10 mails, but let's check them. It's getting pretty close to 1 million mailbox. We'll see in a little bit, but the last little bit is more Vial of the Sands and a Jeweled Onyx Panther, more Trillium Bar, more glyphs. So it's a pretty crazy mailbox, almost 1 million. And I will continue with my Battle Pet auction houses. There's pretty crazy ones, so let's get into that. So let's start off with this guy. I actually did something special this week for this one. I have bought sky golems for... I have bought 2 for 64k. And I sold them for one for 85k and one for 68k. So there's both profit on it. I will check it out if I can do that again this week, because I just saw they were 60k sky golems, so I will check into that later. But there's 20k on this one and 4k on this one, so it's pretty good. That's a pretty nice flip. Let's go on to the next. I got a carrier of the black tabby. I mostly get these carriers from the black market auction house for about 10k, so there's just crazy profit. There's 40k profit right there. A battered hilt I mostly buy from 10 to 15k, so that's pretty good right there. And the rest is just a bit lower quality pets. And this guy has a Sandclaw Needler. I mostly buy them from 20 to 25k, so this is a bit of a loss. And let's see if the others actually make up for it. So an Elwyn Lamb I mostly buy under 5k, a Murgle about 2k, so that's the loss already gained back. But yeah, I'm not that happy with losses on battle pets. But yeah, let's add the 40k. And my Alliance dude, Bronze Whelpling, I mostly buy for about 4k, so it's pretty good. And the others are just leftover stuff in the bag. That's another 10. I'm on 300k already, so let's hope for the million. Wow, this guy has a lot of sales actually. A Spraybot Odd, mostly buy for 5k or below. Sun-Soaked Flitter, I mostly buy for 2k. Other pets are just really cheap pets on the auction house of full pop servers. Ridgeback Piglet is from the meat to pet. Eye of Inquisition, I forgot about that one actually. And the others are not that big, but good profits in this one. And let's look at this one. It's also really good amount of sales, 50k. A Clockwork Gnome, so I mostly buy these for 10k, so that's another loss. I think I need to put more pets into the no loss groups actually, because that's 5k loss. Let's look at the other pets. Adventurous Hopling I mostly buy for about 7k, but I have got a really good deal for 2k each, but 2 to 3k each, so that's another one. Transmutant is from meat to pet. That's one's from meat to pet. And a really good Sundarter Hatchling. But yeah, that neglects the losses of the other twos. But holy moly, so much losses in battle pet sales actually. And this guy has also a really expensive Sundarter Hatchling. So really get these on your battle pet auction houses. They're really profitable, and they sell really good. And the others are just cheap pets. You can mostly buy them really cheap or craft the electricity completely free from your Draenor garrison. And this guy has 70k, and it's pretty good. Level 25 Crimson Whelpling, so that is about 22k profit. Vicious Gobule, that's from meat to pet I think, so that's about 200 gold investment to get one of these. Plump Jelly you can buy in Old Dalaran with Shimmering Wyrmling. I mostly buy from the black market auction house for about 5k. Murgle, you know, and the Banacled Hermit Crab. I mostly buy for under 2k, so it's a really good mailbox. And this guy has Servant of Deminos. I cannot remember that one actually. Sunsoak Flitter, mostly buy for 2k. Adventures Hoppling, you know. And Nether Space Abyssal, mostly buy for 100 gold or something. And a Blue Flitter also for 2 to 3k. So pretty good profits in this 30k. And this one has 86k, looking really good. Darkmoon Tonk, you know the Darkmoon rule, under 5k. The tiny green carp you can mostly buy for under 10k. A Frostwolf pup is a vendor pet for 1k. Enchanted pen you can craft with enchanting for about 3k. That's a meat to pet. That's Island Expedition pet. I mostly buy it for about 1k. Child of Jenny I mostly buy under 5k. And the little siege tower I've bought a whole bunch for 9k, so that's a pretty good deal. A lot of profit on it, 86k. And on one of my newest auction houses, I've sold a black tabby cat. I mostly buy them for 10k from the black market auction house. So there's good profit in that. A strong fishing pole. Maybe I need to buy in some of these for all of my battle pet auction houses, because 2k for a fishing pole is just a bit ridiculous. And a Panera Dragonling you can craft for 500 gold or something, so nice profits. This guy has a Cave Dark Nightmare. I mostly buy them for 25k, so that's a pretty good profit right there. And a Muggle with about 3k profit. This guy has a really expensive Sea Breeze Bumblebee. I mostly buy them for about 7k, so 25k return is ridiculous. Let's get it. And this guy has a Sea Fury. I mostly buy Sea Furies for about 10 to 15k. And a Piglet from the meat to pet. So 25k. And this guy has a Boaxi, Darkmoon Eye, and Adventures Hoppling. I already spoke about these, so these have really good profit. So let's get this 25. Going into the final 3, I am on 740k, so it's looking pretty good. It just depends on how good I did on the last 3. So let's get into it. This guy doesn't have much, but good profits. Mechanical Panera Dragonling and a Ghostly Whelpling. I mostly buy these for about 5k. So there's really nice profits in it, but only 23k. So 240k to go. And let's roll our thumbs. That's 80k. Drudgegull. I mostly buy them for under 10k. That's a vendor pet. Thunder Lizard Runt I mostly buy for 7k. Abyssal Eel I buy with, I think, 75 pet charms. A Brinestone Elgon I mostly buy for 5k, so it's pretty good. And a Nightmare Whelpling I mostly buy for under 5k. So this is a really good profit, but I don't think it's enough. So I would need 160k from this one. I have got it from this guy in the past, so let's get it. 86k. So we're falling 100k short of 1 million this week, but I actually have to put some effort into restocking my Battle Pet auction house, especially my level 25 ones, because they're just a bit missing at the moment. So a Jadefire Spirit I mostly buy from 20 to 30k, so I'm not really sure if this has profit or loss. Crystal Leaf Adventurer mostly buy for 10k, you know, the Ghostly Whelpling. Eye of Inquisition, I'm not really sure how much I buy that for, but that's a meat to pet. and a dumpling slug is from a vendor. A really cheap boxy there, but I mostly buy it for this price, so it doesn't really matter. So let's go to our calculations of this week. So on my auction house account I have 5.5. I ended up with 5.5. On my crafting account I ended up with 1 million, and the other one 1.7. So I ended up last week with 7.7. I end up this week with 8.2. So that's pure profit of 500k. But keeping in mind I also have a lot of investment going into the character transfers. I actually hemorrhaging a bit of gold there, but that will come back like threefold or something. So 500k profit doesn't sound that much, but I always make gold, as you can see with these calculations. I always make gold. I sometimes lose a bit here and there, but I always seem to make it up somehow. So I hope you're doing just as well as me. If you made it so far, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.